Perfect.
Hey guys, it's Caden. Welcome to another episode of Get Prepped Podcast, where we talk with voice actors, nonprofit leaders, and business owners about going to be a new game, Get Prepped. Today we have one that's been 5 months in the works. You might have heard her voice in Star Wars and Assassin's Creed. She's a model, she's a pilot. She is Jan Kamar. Thanks for coming on,
Hi.
Jan.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your patience too. I know this has been a long time coming, so I'm excited to be here and thank you. I'm very excited to talk about Get Prepped and my work in the voice industry.
And I'm excited you're here. My first question for you is, how did you get into voiceover?
Oh, I love this question. Honestly, it's been such an interesting journey. I got into voice by mistake, to be completely frank with you, but it's been the best mistake ever. Like you said, I started off, I was actually an athlete for many years. I started with Karate Alberta, Karate Canada, and I traveled very competitively for that. And then I got into the modeling world. And then once I was done with all that fun stuff, I went into Toronto originally just to do like film and TV stuff. And I did some acting classes, picked up a great agent whom I'm still with today. She's amazing. And I got an audition for Assassin's Creed Mirage, which of course I didn't know what it was at the time because they never tell you anything at the get-go because you have to sign very strict NDAs. But yeah, so I did an audition for Assassin's Creed, sent off a self-tape. I didn't hear anything back for like a long time. So I was like, okay, it's been cast, moving on to the next one. And then my agent calls me. She's like, hey, like you have a call back. I was like, oh, like this was 6 months later. And I was like, okay, so they're still looking for their Nihal. Um, so, so pretty much I did the callback with my amazing mentor and coach, Sophie Ann Rooney. I do have to say thank you to her because she's incredible. She taught me the ins and outs of video game and she was helping me kind of bring my martial arts experience into it. And so, yeah, we like catered this whole mocap audition through Zoom, and I found out I booked it like a week later. And then that was my first video game ever. I didn't know what it was. When they called me, they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's Assassin's Creed. I was like, awesome. Like, I don't know what that is. And I felt so bad because I didn't know at the time how big that franchise was. And then when I booked it, of course, I did my research and I studied and all that fun stuff. But yeah, like I got into it just randomly, and I've completely fallen in love with it from this point forward.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, and I've never understood why they had you setting those any haze. I assume you weren't allowed to tell your family that you
Yeah,
were
you're not
in
allowed to tell
casting.
anyone. You're like, hey, you can't tell anyone what you booked. You can't tell anyone anything. Like it's just between you and the studio. So, I mean, I just prepped my work. I did it, and then once I could tell, and I would tell. But yeah, it's very strict. You got to be mindful with the NDAs for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Which transitions into my next question for you. What was your
Yeah.
favorite role to take on in your career?
Oh, to be completely honest with you, I think it's the role I'm working on right now, which I can't really speak about much because I am under an NDA, but it's been a game I've been working on for like the last 3 years. So lots of changes within the game, and then the reason why I'd say it's my favorite is because there's a lot of motion capture. Um, which I think has been the best part of voice for me is bringing in the martial arts and bringing in the movement and then the storytelling and putting it all together. So it's definitely, I would say, this game I'm on currently. And also just the cast that I have is incredible. Like they've become good friends of mine, like family members now, because we've been on this journey together for a while and we're still recording. So it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to wrapping up with them. But I will say Assassin's Creed has like it's always going to be a huge part of my journey. It was my first game ever, so I'm always going to love saying that I've been a part of Assassin's Creed Mirage for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think I know which game you're referring to. Ooh, I can't say what it
Can't say
is, but
something.
I'm happy to be on this journey with you too. Anyways, my next question for you is, what's a funny or challenging in the booth moment that you want to talk about?
Ooh, okay, I'll definitely talk about Star Wars. When I was working on Star Wars Outlaws, So I got cast to do multiple different voices and different characters on that game. And I got into the booth, prepared my scripts, my sides, everything. And then the voice director was like, hey, like, can you do like this accent? Like they were like, can you do Arabic and Indian and British and your regular voice? I was like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? And so that all was great. And then they brought up this video of this like alien and they're like, hey, can you like do the same voice that they're doing? And I was like, yeah, totally. I'll do that. And I did it. And we all just started laughing in the booth because it just gave me permission to be so weird and just make the weirdest noises and get away with it. And I think that's just been the fun, like the most fun part about being in voice is you get to do different sounds and accents and it's part of your work and that's the creative work of it, right? That I really enjoyed. So that was probably the best moment because we all just cracked laughing in the booth and I was like, sorry guys, this is what you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's honestly the fun of any form of entertainment,
Yeah,
getting to be creative with it. Which leads to my last question for you. If you could take
sure.
on any role, past or present, who would be and why?
I think I would say Tomb Raider. The reason I say Tomb Raider is funny enough, my first like modeling kind of gig when I was in Toronto was Tomb Raider. It was when the new Tomb Raider got launched. I think it was like 2018 or something. And I did this promotion where they dressed me up as her, as Lara Croft. And I worked alongside with Walton Goggins and everything. And everyone's like, oh, like, are you Tomb Raider? Are you her? And I was like, no, but like I totally should be. I'll pretend I'm her for now. So I feel like it would be a beautiful first like full circle moment if I could do Lara Croft because it also like brings in the badassery that I just love bringing to my work. But also like I would love to do a character that I could use like my piloting skills in, like an aviation based character. I don't know, who flies planes and helicopters and fights people or something. I don't know, something cool and badass. So a bit of both. I would
That would
love
be
to
awesome.
work in both realms. That would be really fun.
That would definitely be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much to Jan for coming on and sharing her
Thank
perspectives. If you
you.
guys want to see more amazing interviews with those involved in the game, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Get Prep channel. And to learn more about the game and how you can get your business in it, scan the QR code here or go to getprep.web.site. Thank you so much for watching,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you in the next one.